Hi, my name is Kathy Bigelow, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about Timothy Bigelow. Colonel Timothy Bigelow was born into a successful farming family on August 12, 1739. He chose at an early age to follow his great-grandfather and become a blacksmith. In Watertown, Massachusetts, he was self-educated and loved to read. He became an eloquent speaker and was known throughout the area for his superior ability at debating. Timothy Bigelow was unanimously chosen to command a group of men called the Political Society. This group broke the powerful control of the Tory Party in Worcester. Post Express writer Israel Bissell rode from Boston, Philadelphia to deliver the message of war on the morning of April 19th. He passed through, how do you say it, Worcester, calling to arms, and in a short time Captain Bigelow and his Minutemen were marching on Lincoln Square. 110 men led by Captain Bigelow were reviewed by General George Washington, who responded to say, this is discipline indeed. Then Captain Bigelow and his men marched at the Battle of Concord and Lexington, Massachusetts, and soon after received from Congress the commission of major. In the fall of 1775, Major Bigelow joined 750 men and Colonel Benedict Arnold as part of a support an invasion aimed at Quebec City. During this time, Major Bigelow was ordered to the top of the mountain near Chaudry Pond in search of recon information on the city of Quebec. He was said to be the first white man to climb the mountain and it has been called Bigelow Mountain ever since. During this time, he and his men were captured and became POWs for 7 months. He was called back to service as a lieutenant colonel in 1777. He was commissioned to full colonel of the regiment under General Gates. Colonel Bigelow and the men of the 15th Regiment were also present at the surrender of General Burgoyne. Okay. Then they set off to support the army under the command of General George Washington in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. At White Marsh, General Washington recognized Colonel Bigelow from the first meeting at Cambridge. While shaking Timothy's hand, he reported to have said, "This gentleman offers is Colonel Bigelow and the 15th Regiment Massachusetts line under his command. The gentleman is the man who vanquished the former royalist in his own native town. He marched the first company of Minutemen from Worcester at the alarm from Lexington. He shared largely at the suffering of the campaign against Quebec and was taken prisoner there. After his exchange, he raised a regiment in his own neighborhood and joined the North Army under General Gates, participated in the struggle with Burgoyne, and shares largely the honor of the victory." A member of his troops said, this was a clear indication of the high estimation in which the commander-in-chief held Colonel Bigelow. With lack of rest and necessities, the army was in wretched condition. The British took control of Philadelphia. The American troops were all pushed back until they were set up in quarters at Valley Forge. Colonel Bigelow was the 15th, and the 15th were with them. When men wanted to give up, Colonel Bigelow reaffirmed his decision to stay with the American cause. Come what may, he was a soldier for life.